Good morning, Bachman Middle School. Today is Tuesday, December 6th. It is a B day. It is a band day 2. And I am Mr. Strand with today's Tiger Talk. Let's get started with our word of the week. This week's word is hearten. Hearten means to cheer someone up or lift their spirits or make them feel better. So today, I asked BMS teachers, what is something that you find heartening? What is something that lifts your spirits? Here's what they had to say.
Something that is heartening to me is hanging out with my family and watching a movie with the Christmas lights on.
Something that heartens me is when my students hype me up and tell me how young I am.
So Friday night when my son made the game-winning shot, I got tears in my eyes and I was so excited and happy, and it lifted my spirits for a good 3 days.
Something that I find heartening is seeing all the kids happy at the end of the day, and it's another school day that we made it.
Something that makes me feel really heartened and uplifted is I have a new baby at home and she started smiling in the last month, so anytime I can get a big grin out of her, that just lifts my spirits.
All right, something that lifts me up is seeing my kids happy.
When the Packers win.
Thanks, teachers and students. I'll be asking you the same question today. So if you see me in the hallway, stop and tell me something that you find heartening. Today is also Math Tip Tuesday. And for this week's Math Tip Tuesday, a YouTubeman named Matt Danforth has some math about the song The 12 Days of Christmas.
It's right in the middle of the holiday season, which has gotten me thinking a lot about different holiday songs, including everyone's favorite overly repetitive song about using material possessions to acquire love, The 12 Days of Christmas. And you all know how much I love to overanalyze things, so let's take a look at the math of the 12 days of Christmas. So, as you may know, on the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree. On the second day, though, they gave me 2 turtle doves and another partridge in another pear tree. At least that's how I always interpreted the song. So, for the sake of fun, let's assume that after 2 days, you now have 2 turtle doves, 2 partridges, and 2 pear trees. If we extrapolate this out over the rest of the 12 days, you can see how quickly things actually start to add up, until after the 12 days of Christmas are over and we are left with 12 drummers drumming, 22 pipers piping, 30 lords a-leaping, 36 ladies dancing, 40 maids a-milking, 42 swans a-swimming, 42 geese a-laying, 40 golden rings, 36 calling birds, 30 French hens, 22 turtle doves, and 12 partridges in 12 separate pear trees. Oh, thank you. No, thank you. Oh, you're too much. Really, you're too much. Now, one of the first things you might notice about the data is that when graphed, it forms a parabola, with the most numerous items being those started during the middle of the time period. Why is that? Well, think of the partridge. Even though you got 1 every day of the 12 days of Christmas, you still only got 1 per day, versus, say, the geese, where you got 6 a day for an entire week. That quickly adds up. And even though you got 12 drummer boys in 1 day, that only happened once, on the last day, and hence, the parabola.
A special thank you to Matt Danforth for letting me run that on Tiger Talk. That certainly is a whole lot of birds. That's all for today. Have a great day, and we'll be back tomorrow with more Tiger Talk. See you then.